Don't do the natural thing, the impulsive thing that is usually wrong. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, "I'm possible." Our fatigue is often caused not by work, but by worry, frustration, and resentment. Just because it's what's done doesn't mean it's what should be done. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his health? We must remember that our children are very much what we make them. Names are the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Today is our most precious possession. It is our only sure possession. When fate hands you a lemon, make lemonade. Criticism is dangerous because it wounds a person's precious pride, hurts his sense of importance, and arouses resentment. Every act you have ever performed was performed because you wanted something. Did you ever stop to think that a dog is the only animal that does not have to work for a living? People tell you the world looks a certain way. Parents tell you how to think. Schools tell you how to think. TV, religion. And then at a certain point, if you're lucky, you realize you can make up your own mind. Nobody sets the rules but you. You can design your own life. You cannot push anyone up a ladder unless he's willing to climb a little himself. I had the blues because I had no shoes until upon the street I met a man who had no feet. If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them. What you lack in talent can be made up with desire, hustle, and giving 110% all the time. Leadership usually gravitates to the man who can get up and say what he thinks. Businessmen who do not know how to fight worry die young. Let's not imitate others. Let's find ourselves and be ourselves. Fake it until you make it. Act as if you had all the confidence you require until it becomes your reality. When we get to the end of the story, you will know more than you do now. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you're willing to do. Your attitude determines how well you do it. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. Even God doesn't propose to judge a man till his last days. Why should you and I? What lies dimly at a distance, but to do what lies clearly at hand. The secret of success lies not in doing your own work, but in recognizing the right man to do it. Most of us have far more courage than we ever dreamed possible. Tell the audience what you're going to say. Say it, then tell them what you've said. We all have possibilities we don't know about. We can do things we don't even dream we can do. Learn as if you will live forever. Live like you will die tomorrow. Happiness doesn't depend on any external conditions. It is governed by our mental attitude. Inspiration comes from within yourself. One has to be positive. When you're positive, good things happen. Do the hard jobs first. Their easy jobs will take care of themselves. A bit of fragrance always clings to the hand that gives you roses. Criticism is like a carrier pigeon. It always returns where it started from. You are who you are meant to be. Dance as if no one's watching. Love as if it's all you know. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. Imperfection is beauty, madness is genius, and it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. You learn more from failure than from success. Don't let it stop you. Failure builds character. Live in the sunshine, swim the sea, drink the wild air. One of the worst features about worrying is that it destroys our ability to concentrate. For better or worse, you must play your own instrument in the orchestra of life. Those convinced against their will are of the same opinion still. You were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. We become what we think about. Act as if you were already happy, and that will tend to make you happy. Move out of your comfort zone. You can only grow if you are willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new. Prepare to cultivate the habit of life of day-tight compartments. Develop an attitude of gratitude. Say thank you to everyone you meet for everything you do. Vulgar people take huge delight in the faults and follies of great men. Anyone can live sweetly, patiently, lovingly, purely, till the sun goes down. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Wealth is not to feed our egos, but to feed the hungry and to help people help themselves. It is our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task which, more than anything else, will affect its successful outcome. Belief creates the actual fact. Let us make our future now, and let us make our dreams tomorrow's reality. As Charles Kettering puts it, a problem, well stated, is a problem half solved. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. Real integrity is doing the right thing, knowing that nobody's going to know whether you did it or not. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. Don't be afraid of enemies who attack you. Be afraid of the friends who flatter you. While one person hesitates because he feels inferior, the other is busy making mistakes and becoming superior. You define your own life. Don't let other people write your script. Folks are usually about as happy as they make up their minds to be. When one door closes, sometimes we need to turn the knob to open another. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. You are the sum total of everything you've ever seen, heard, eaten, smelled, been told, forgot. It's all there. Everything influences each of us, and because of that, I try to make sure that my experiences are positive. Do not look for approval except for the consciousness of doing your best. Some women choose to follow men, and some choose to follow their dreams. If you're wondering which way to go, remember that your career will never wake up and tell you that it doesn't love you anymore. Optimism is the one quality more associated with success and happiness than any other. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Worry is a cycle of inefficient thoughts whirling around the center of fear. It is only when we take chances, when our lives improve. The initial and the most difficult risk that we need to take is to become honest. Leaders set high standards, refuse to tolerate mediocrity or poor performance. There are no limits to what you can accomplish, except the limits you place on your own thinking. When a person really desires something, all the universe conspires to help that person to realize his dream. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Imagine your life is perfect in every respect. What would it look like? As I grow older, I pay less attention to what men say. I just watch what they do. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising up every time we fail. As if you could kill time without injuring eternity. Remember always that you have not only the right to be an individual, you have an obligation to be one. You cannot make any useful contribution in life unless you do this. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. No person will make a great business who wants to do it all himself or get all the credit. For every reason it's not possible, there are hundreds of people who have faced the same circumstances and succeeded. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. With a smile and a song, life is just like a bright sunny day. Your cares fade away. Today is life, the only life you are sure of. Make the most of today. Each nation feels superior to other nations. That breeds patriotism and wars. There is no remedy for love but to love more. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. The future belongs to the competent. Get good, get better, be the best. Your success and happiness lies in you. Resolve to keep happy, and your joy, and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. You do not find the happy life, you make it. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. You are merely not feeling equal to the task before you. The best way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Life is a journey, not a destination. Doing the best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment. I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Most of us have far more courage than we ever dreamed we possessed. The presence of all arts is to have pleasure in giving pleasure. The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Creativity is intelligence having fun. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Dreams are the touchstones of our characters. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. Courage is more exhilarating than fear, and in the long run, it is easier. We do not have to become heroes overnight, just one step at a time, meeting each thing that comes up, seeing it is not as dreadful as it appeared, discovering we have the strength to stare it down. Leaders never use the word failure. They look upon setbacks as learning experiences. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Today's accomplishments were yesterday's impossibilities. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used to create them. Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. It's no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then. It is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the most lasting change. When we stop fighting the inevitable, we release energy which enables us to create a richer life. Fairy tales do not tell children that dragons exist. Children already know that dragons exist. Fairy tales tell children that dragons can be killed. We generate fears while we sit. We overcome them by action. Fear is nature's way of warning us to get busy. The man who has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others. Men do not die from overwork. They die from dissipation and worry. A woman is never scared of large penis because it is not larger than a baby's head. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. You've got to dance like there's nobody watching, love like you'll never be hurt, sing like there's nobody listening, and live like it's heaven on earth. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. There is only one way to get anybody to do anything, and that is by making the other person want to do it. Never bend your head, always hold it high, look the world straight in the eye. The most important thing in life is to stop saying, "I wish," and start saying, "I will consider nothing impossible," then treat possibilities as probabilities. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up.